Hello, my name is Gabe Zollner. You know, it appears that history is soon about to repeat itself. If we think back, and many of you might not remember, but Russia first went into Afghanistan on December 24th, 1979. That conflict lasted for 9 years, 1 month, 3 weeks, and 1 day, and it ended on February the 15th, 1989. Russia lost 14,453 soldiers, while the Mujahideen, you know, the bad guys, well, they lost between 75,000 to 90,000. But it's important to note that they breed like rabbits, so that really doesn't have a real big impact. Anyway, and as far as the people that were killed, Afghan forces lost around 18,000. Now, the real losses were on the civilian population. They lost between 600,000 to 2 million. That's a lot of people. But again, they do breed. You know, in that part of the world, they can have 4 wives. So, I mean, figure out the average family. If they have 4 kids, and 4 times 4, that's 16 children. Anyway, as of January 2013, there have been 3,169 coalition forces that were killed in Afghanistan. On October the 5th of last year, Huffington Post reported that the number of Americans' battle wounds exceeded 50,000. As of 11/07/2012, in the Army alone, 73,674 soldiers have been diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder as a result of their combat experience. The Army also has diagnosed 30,480 soldiers with traumatic brain injuries. Think of the long recuperation process and the hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars spent to try to recoup those individuals. Now, what's interesting is on January the 11th, 2013, Herman Karzai, you know who he is, right? He's the guy that wears that little beanie with a scarf around his shoulder all the time. Well, he was the elected Afghanistan president. Well, he met with, you know, Obama or Barry or, you know, the guy in the White House. And they discussed, among other things, the eventual drawdown of our military in Afghanistan. And what's interesting is that during that discussion, I guess Karzai told Obama, or the media reported that Karzai told Obama that Karzai intends to invite the Taliban as a member of their ruling council. So let me understand this. We've fought a war for the last 11 years to keep the Taliban out of that country as far as being in control. And we've lost 3,000, what was it, 100, and I mean, it's completely crazy. You know what I mean? Why did we fight for 11 years when Karzai is now inviting the Taliban to become part of the ruling council? You know, the sad part is we didn't learn anything from Vietnam. We should have learned right from Vietnam that you can't win a war against people that fight for their ideology. And we should have learned from Iraq pretty much the same thing. And we should have also learned by watching the Russians get whopped. Well, we actually helped the Russians get whopped, and how we did that is we gave the Mujahideen military weapons, including stingers, and they used these stingers to shoot down all the helicopters. That's really what sort of did it. Afghanistan being as rugged of a country as it is, helicopters are the main mode of transportation. So, you know, and now things are sort of reversed. China and I guess Russia is giving the Mujahideen, well, we used to give the Mujahideen, but they used to fight the Russians, now they're fighting us. And shit, even Obama is giving weapons to the Mujahideen indirectly by giving weapons to Turkey, who gives the weapons to the Syrian rebels, who gives the weapons to whoever to kill American people. Good deal, huh? To me, it doesn't make any sense. I don't think it makes any sense to you. And the sad part is there's nothing we can do. We've got people in Congress that are totally clueless. You take a guy like Senator McCain. Here's a guy that was imprisoned for, I don't know how many years, 7 years, 5 years. And he should know what it's like to be held against your will. Yet he goes ahead and co-authors a National Defense Authorization Act with his Democratic Senator buddy, Carl Levine. Yeah. Now he's the same guy, McCain, that came out with Dianne Feinstein and Senator Carl Levine on a Senate floor, and they spoke poorly of the director, Kathleen Bigelow, who directed the new movie, Dark Zero 30? Anyway, the movie. And he did that, or they did that, because it contained waterboarding scenes. Well, guess what? Hey, McCain, would you rather be waterboarded or have one of those predators shoot a Hellfire missile towards you? Huh? What do you think's better? You're all hypocrites. That's what you are. You're all dysfunctional, and you've all been at the trough far, far too long. You need to go, and the sooner the better. All of you. All of you.